Good morning. I'm Trenton Quarantino, and this is the Great Lakers News Network, GLNN, where we glean all the. What are you doing?
I'm helping out by cleaning.
You've never cleaned before.
Well, this is an unprecedented event, so we all have to do what we can to be part of the solution. So to do my part, I'm cleaning up the mess.
What's your part?
I'm making the mess.
Yes, you are. Okay, get going. FLCC employee Lee Pittifer was dealing with a dilemma recently. March 27th was not only her husband's birthday, but also their 33rd wedding anniversary. They usually celebrate these events at Bella's restaurant in Geneva, but with the current state of affairs, they thought they'd have to forego tradition this year. Not the case. FLCC's own Tomas Gonzalez, who often sings at Bella's while customers dine, not only made sure that they got a special dinner delivered to their home, but also serenaded them via live stream.
So cute.
Now that's amore. Incidentally, my birthday was March 27th as well. I'm still waiting for my phone call and food delivery. Student Life is sending out a special mailing this week, which includes a poster, a letter, and a pair of socks to offer encouragement to students. And now our snapshot of the week. After an overwhelmingly positive response to her dog by coworkers on WebEx, Mary Rule of the Student Life office has begun chronicling the daily activities of her French bulldog Scooter on Instagram. Let's see what crazy antics Scooter is up to today. Must be a union break. The sudden shift to online learning presented many challenges to the FLCC community. Every instructor in every discipline had to reevaluate and rethink how they were going to present material to their students. For some, such as Associate Professor of Viticulture and Wine Technology, Paul Brock, it seemed as though this might be an impossibility. Paul needed a way to be able to teach from the vineyard and have students be able to see what he was doing in real time so they could interact with him. Real-time video was the answer, but the technology had to be built to address the unique situation. Paul didn't whine about it. Instead, he turned to the FLCC IT department. Here with that story is our human interest correspondent, Anita Response.
Hi, Paul.
Hi, Anita. How you doing?
I'm great, thanks.
Good.
While your viticulture students can't be in the classroom or the vineyard right now, I understand you found a way to make it seem like they are.
Yeah, so when we were first told that the classes can't meet in person, I was stuck with the challenge of figuring out how to make a hands-on class and learning outcomes as worthwhile for the students as possible. So I thought having a live stream from the vineyard and the winery while the students can see what I'm doing with my hands would be the best substitute for that, and being able to talk to them at the same time so they can ask me real-time questions would be so much better than just having them watch videos of people doing this stuff and offer them a more enriched educational experience, hopefully.
I've seen some of the videos of your live stream classes showing you working in a lab and even out in the vineyard. How on earth did you make this happen?
Well, I didn't make it happen myself. I had the idea, I threw it to administration and to IT and said, this is what I want to do. Can I have somebody to help me? And Bill Peeler and several other people at FLCC collaborated together to come up with both the hardware, which is a GoPro, and that can live stream to Facebook. Put that on my head. And because it doesn't have a battery, Bill Peeler repurposes laptop batteries to extend the life of it. And I have a mobile hotspot, which FLCC connected to their plan, which has unlimited data, which would have been a limiting factor because there's only so much data that any regular mobile plan could have. And then I control it all using my own cell phone. So that's how we make it happen. I can do this for 4 hours and not run out of battery. So yeah.
And how is this being received by your students?
Well, Great, I guess. At first, when I'm doing these, I sometimes wonder because I'm talking and I can't actually see the feed. They're watching the feed, and if there's something wrong with it, they've got to tell me in real time. We're actually communicating and talking live through WebEx. So I can hear them, they can hear me. But the Facebook feed only you can hear me. So it's kind of odd. And I was really touched this morning when I was reading some of their journal entries from that first Vineyard live stream, and I was really impressed with what they retained from that experience. So I'm impressed. I think that they're getting more than just simple videos, and it seems like they're appreciating what we're doing. So it's exciting.
Thanks for what you're doing, Paul. It sounds like you're finding a way to connect with your students, and it sounds like they're also inspiring you to keep going.
They are, and thank you, Anita. I appreciate the interest in what we're doing.
Take care.
Cheers.
That's an impressive accomplishment, especially when you factor in the time constraint. Anita, can you tell us how we can learn more about this?
Sure. Employees can look for the story in the latest edition of eNews. Everyone else can watch for it on FLCC's Facebook page.
Thank you, Anita. As we enter the second month of social distancing and self-quarantine, it's important to keep our minds and bodies active. Those of us with children know the struggle of searching for new projects to keep the kids engaged and entertained. Our lifestyle correspondent, Art Deco, has prepared a segment to help parents who are searching for fresh ideas. Let's take a look. Thanks, Art. I'm sure that one will take off. Finally, on this week's brighter side, as we mentioned earlier in the broadcast, this is Earth Week. And, appropriately, Mother Earth has responded by showing us a silver lining. Due to the global slowdown of life, pollution has been reduced significantly and air quality has improved. In Venice, the water of the famous canals has become unusually clear. In India, the Himalayas are visible for the first time in 30 years. And in Los Angeles, the opening scrolls from movies have even been sighted in the sky. For Anita Response and Art Deco, I'm Trenton Quarantino, and this has been the Great Lakers News. Keep sending in the good news, and we'll keep reporting it. Stay well, Finger Lakes.
And that's all, folks. Okay, you're in WebEx. Click the red X.